Hello, Bartlewolf. Hello. You open up your iPad, the second you look up to watch something, Binka's alert pops up. Well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you. I gotta shut off the orc. I was watching his stream. Hey, you can still watch something. I'll just be in the background. I'll just be like, hey there, buddy. Hello, Mega Bronson. Hello. We're just waiting for the ad break, and then we'll get started. I even decided what we're gonna do for my voice breaks. We're gonna drop. Because I just can't get enough of kid pics. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the ad to drop, and then we'll get started. We'll get started. Okay, I believe the ad is done. Correct? Hello, May Shark. Hello. Welcome, welcome. I think we're ready to start, right? It's been a minute since we did tarot, huh? So, alright, let's go to the main screen. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Oh, oops. That's the wrong thing. But it's because, okay. I'm just gonna show you guys what I'm gonna be doing during my voice breaks because, for those who have never tuned into a tarot stream, it's a hand cam. I do have a hand cam under here, but typically I need to take a break in between readings because my voice just goes out a lot. So what I've decided is this. Kid pics. Yeah, so like a day before yesterday, I was playing the art program Kid Pics, but I had to emulate Windows 98, right? I found out that it's actually available online. Like, this is actually like a tab. Like, this is a browser tab. So, yeah, that's what this is. By the way, it's the orc. It's my orc-she. It's my orc-she. But that's gonna be during my break. So, when we're not in break, Ta-da! And Cam. Paw Cam. Paw Cam. So yeah, that's what's gonna be going on today. But let's catch up on chat and say our hellos, and then we'll get into. Actually, I want to start with a reading for myself because I haven't done it in a while, and then we'll get started with readings for you guys. All right, all right, all right. I just ate pizza, so my throat's a little phlegmy, but it'll go away. Alright, so hello Bardawolf, hello Mega Bronson. Fortunately, when it comes to tarot, I remember that one line from that comic called Tarot. I'll tell you after the ad. Yeah, sure. Hello May Shark. Good morning. Good morning, May Shark. Tarot, the yummy boba flavored taro. The taros. Scrolling Twitter on Twitch is wild. Yeah, I was scrolling right like when I was waiting for the ad break to end, basically. I was looking at a koala bear. I thought it was very cute. This is better compared to like everything else that's on my timeline, honestly. So, oh, you didn't even see it because I wasn't even like showing the browser. But whatever. Samantha Brown, you got to get out of here. Your Georgia O'Keeffe symbolism is haunted. Oh no. No, I don't know if wait, Bartolov, have you been to one of my tarot streams before? It's been a minute. It's been like I think over a couple of months since I've last done it. So yeah, there's like some things here that I could let the new folks know about. Yeah, my whole stance on tarot is that I don't believe it's magic. I think it's just a good vehicle for introspection, right? I feel like don't know? Yeah, no worries. I'll explain it anyway. So yeah, I like reading tarot cards because to me, like it says in the title, it's just like kind of another way to analyze art. But sometimes, hello Vitehide, hello. But I think the fun of tarot is like sometimes my interpretations might touch on something personal to you, and I think that's kind of what like tarot is all about. It's not necessarily like, oh my god, she's a witch. She like knows everything about my life, and otherwise, why is her tarot reading so accurate to what I'm thinking about? And it's like, no. It's because like I'm just providing an art analysis, and your brain, your own like things on your side of things, that you're the one that's making the connections. So, yeah, that is also what art actually yes, actually yes, Mega Bronson, that is what art analysis is all about. So yeah. Nah, you got me there. You got me. I just thought I'd say the actual word in case the chat filter would catch it. Ah, Yeah, no worries. Tarot is not magic. Friendship is magic. Oh, yeah. Hello, Matthew. Hello. Welcome. But yes, so we're gonna do some tarot streams today. But let me go ahead and do my chat command, tarot, and then we're gonna pin that. We're not gonna start yet, though. It's not gonna start until I open the queue, and the queue is still closed. So don't try to join. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should unpin this. Delete this message. There we go. Delete that message. So maybe I'll just post it up when it's actually time to open up the queue. But oh, sorry for the lighting. There you go. But yeah, how you guys do? Oh, let's get some music playing. We're just in the void right now. Avoid the noid. Hello, Nyanda. Hello. We're just gonna put on some music. What have I been feeling lately? I've been feeling Final Fantasy IX again. So maybe we'll put on Final Fantasy IX music. Or 10. Either's good. Or Higurashi. Or Hololive. Or Bruno Mars. What fits more with tarot, you think? I do have like a space themed one. Let me see if I can find it. Now you know what? Let's just do eyeliner for now. There we go. Space themed? Yeah, let me find that. It's a playlist called like Space Witch or Cosmic Witch or something like that. Let me see. Cosmic Witch. I found it. There we go. This one. Well, we'll put up the volume a little bit. Oh, Spotify's not even. Oh, it is. It's playing it. It's just really low. Okay, let's oh man, you guys were busy in chat while I was looking through music. Okay. So hello Neanda Delta, hello. Let's open up the queue, send the message to Detroit in a bit. Yeah, let's open up the queue in a bit. But hello. Hello Sylvie Neria. Hello, welcome. Yeah, the queue is closed for now. I want to do like a reading for myself and I want to chat for a little bit and then we'll open up the queue. And then make sure you guys are reading the rules that I have both on the board. Pin post isn't there yet, but hey, get your stickers, everyone. Get your stickers. Get your stickers. Yeah, queue's closed for now. Let the cards decide. No horror music. She's gonna do her own reading. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do my own reading. So it's been a minute. We behaved today. We will not siphon any cars or yachts. Exactly. I mean, you guys can play with the cars. So, like, for any of the newbies that are popping in, during our ad breaks, we go to recess. You guys are free to play outside in the parking lot, as long as you don't siphon any oil from any cars. So, you know, just usual student things. So yeah, let's go ahead and do a reading for myself. So this is. Oh, let me know if the music gets a bit too loud as well. But the deck that I'm using for my personal reading is Tarot Wave. You're stealing rims? No! No, we're gonna get sued again! So this deck is pretty cool if you haven't seen it before. It's based off Vaporwave, which, you know, like I was playing a little bit of Vaporwave earlier. Yeah, if you want to see some shots of the cards themselves. You have the Fool, which is actually coincidental that this is right on top of the deck right here, or at the bottom. Here's the Screwdriver. You guys are... I love the cooperation, but why in this? Why when it comes to stealing cars? So yeah, it's a pretty cool deck. I like it. I also bought it kind of at the height of my interest in Vaporwave. Not that it's faded at all, but, you know, like... It was like during like 2016, 2017, 2018 where I was like, I love Vaporwave music and you're telling me there's a Vaporwave tarot deck? Awesome. The rims I sell will pay for our own car to steal from. Team building activities. Oh man. I might want to play some, you know what? I am going to put the volume down just a smidge. It's getting a little overwhelming. I've been thinking of playing, it's kind of random, but I know nothing about cars, right? Like, out of the many things that I do pride myself in knowing, like history and art history, and a smidge of anthropology, and a smidge of, you know, tarot and all of that. One of the things that is, like, my biggest knowledge weakness is cars. Like, Beans has explained to me a couple of times, like, how cars work, and I still don't understand, so... So I was like, oh man, maybe I should play a video game, like Mechanic Simulator, or isn't there like a game called like My Sunday Car or My Summer Car? I think Owen Aon played it recently. And I'm like, I don't know. I might want to check it out. My Summer Car, there we go. Thievery is a great way to work together. Cars are complex, especially with manual. Bean mention, hello Beans. Manual cars, my enemy. Shout out to Owen. Yeah. Oh yeah, he was playing World of Horror. I have to check out the VOD. Yesterday I was watching Casper play Ib, because that's one of my favorites. So I would look at cars and figure out how it works. Yeah. I wanna figure out how cars work, right? And the funny thing is, I have my license. I just haven't driven in like over 10 years. Maybe 15 by this point. So anyway, let's get to shuffling. I actually have my license, but I just haven't driven in a while. So I know like the basics of driving, but it's just automatic. Beans is your guy though when it comes to like cars and manual and stuff. He's a manual driver. He knows all that stuff. I can't even like differentiate between like between cars other than color. So I'll be like, "Oh man, look at that. Blue car. Don't licenses expire? You can renew it. Or yeah, like your driver's license renews kind of, or like I just got asked to renew my license, but It's almost like renewing your ID. Like, they don't make you do the test again. So, yeah. Like, sometimes there's 2 buttons, sometimes there's 3. You press the 4 button and make car move. I know the I know the basics of driving. They have a weird writing test. They do? Really? All I know about cars is don't lose your keys and lock the door. Wait, do they? Do I have to like redo the test? Cause I didn't get any kind of like mail that was like, oh, you gotta do the test again. It's been over 15 years since you last drove. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it. Alright, let me shuffle a little bit more. I'm gonna kind of go in without any, hello, Dia! Hello, hello. I'm gonna do this reading without any real, like, I don't know, like, I guess expectations. Like, I don't have a certain theme, like, oh, where's work gonna take me? My financials, where's streaming gonna take me? My friend just renewed and she had to retake the test you took when getting... Oh, the permit. Okay, but did she have to drive again? I'm imagining having to turn in a MLA formatted essay about driving. I have to renew this year. But hers might be weird because she had an out of... Oh, maybe, because I did not... Yeah. They just told me, like, just renew your license online, you know? So, alright. Let's take just one card. Actually, this one. Alright. Oh no, it's upside down. Yeah, bye. Alright, so I got the 7 of Swords. I think this is the card, if I remember correctly. Is this the one that's, like, imposter syndrome, basically? Let's do a little bit of art analysis, shall we? So, each card does have its own set meanings, you know, but... you can even if you don't know those meanings, or if you didn't commit them to memory, you can also just analyze the card itself and see what's going on. The only thing is, like, I have a vague idea of what the actual meaning is, so that might be interfering with my analysis, right? But let's check it out. So here we have like a row of houses, and then there's a figure in the forefront, in the kind of the mid-ground. They're carrying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swords, and then there's also 2 swords like right next to them. I'll hold it up a little closer to you guys. I can't tell if the figure is like eyeing them, or I don't know, like they're carrying these swords with them. And the suit of swords in tarot usually has to do with your thoughts, your ideals, basically all of your mental. So, but not necessarily emotional, because emotional would be cups. So this is more of like intellectual. This is like thoughts. You know, let me look at my cheat sheet. I do have a private cheat sheet. So swords has to do with the mind, the ego, society, technology, systems, politics, conflicts, divisive parts of the mind. So here this figure is carrying like a lot of aspects of their mind, but there's also 2 on the wall over here. So they could be eyeing it. So they could be like carrying all of these thoughts with them while eyeing other ideals or other ideas. However, this is reversed, which usually when it's reversed, it doesn't always mean a negative thing. It can mean that there is a surplus of something, or a need for something more. So, thinking about it, having a lot of thoughts on your mind, but also looking to others. So maybe, oh, this is a Hone song. I like Hone. If I'm in need of that, it could be that like my ideas at the moment are very stagnant and I need to be looking outside for new ideas, for better ideas. Or it could be an excess, which could mean that like there's already a lot of thoughts in my mind and I have no room to be looking at other things, if that makes sense. So let's actually look at my cheat sheet. So what does the 7 of Swords typically represent? Okay, so my cheat sheet says holding to one's ideals in a dangerous or dishonest way. So I think that goes with the fact that like this figure is kind of small and they're kind of skulking around, right? They're kind of skulking around, like this isn't like an open street. This looks more like kind of a back alleyway. And it's nighttime, not to mention that it's like, it's in the middle of the night. They're kind of skulking around sneakily. So I think I was right that the usual interpretation is someone kind of like making away with different swords. So like, if it's reversed, then this might actually be more of a positive. So it's almost like you're being honest with the thoughts that you hold. You're not skulking around, you're not sneaking around. On my cheat sheet, it says imposter syndrome, feeling like the thief or brigand when you're doing honest work. If you are doing something dishonestly, this is anxiety of being found out. So at the moment, I honestly don't feel like I'm doing anything dishonestly. So it could be the former, where it's like you're doing everything like the good, honest way, but you feel like maybe you have like an unfair advantage somehow, or you feel like you are being dishonest. That actually does hit a little bit for me, because I guess I'm relating it more to, well, you know what, I can relate it to both work and streaming, in which like I feel like I'm doing a decent job at both, and if not a decent job, I'm enjoying both. Like, I'm enjoying streaming, I'm enjoying, my current work, but I guess in terms of work, there are times where I feel like not necessarily that I'm being dishonest, but that I'm getting more I guess good luck and blessings when like it could go to other people. I guess what I mean is I've recently had coworkers that have like left the position, and I'm like really sad because I like them a lot, only to find out later on that like their new position hasn't been treating them well, so without saying any specifics, but to me it's almost like, oh man, like it's rough that they're going through that, but I also feel bad that I feel okay, that I'm doing well. If that makes sense. It's like, dang, that's rough, buddy. Anyway, I'm doing good. How about you? Like, I guess that does kind of like hit close to this. And then same kind of with streaming too, is that like I'm enjoying myself a lot. Like I'm like my streams, even if it doesn't have like, I do look at it'd be a lie if I were to say that I don't look at my stream summaries at the end of each stream. And, big number make me happy, of course. But even when it's like a lower number than usual, I still find myself really enjoying those streams. Like, I'll admit that my last stream, Kid Pics, there wasn't a lot of chatting during certain moments. But even so, like, I hope that it was obvious that, like, when I was playing around with all the Kid Pics tools, it was fun. It was like, I legitimately felt like a kid again. I felt like, oh my god, this is so cool. I love this. Yay! So, yeah, and I guess I'm also like I do also like compare myself sometimes to other people, where I'm like, they're working really hard, right? Everyone's working really hard with their streaming. But I'm in a place where like there are more things that I could do, like more redeems, more outfits, more scenes, blah blah blah. But at the same time, I'm very happy with where I'm at. And of course, I do still want to do those things. But at the moment, I don't feel this intense pressure. But you know what? That could also be a lot of privilege talking. Like I said, I like my job. My job like helps with like financially. I don't even get that much money, but I also don't spend that much money. So I'm very comfortable, So, oh, thanks for the pet. I don't know. I guess it's, oh, thanks. You're doing great, buddy. Thanks. I guess it's almost like a guilt that I'm happy. It's like that I'm happy while also seeing other people being like, oh, I'm having a rough time right now. And as much as I want to comfort them, I'm not always like the best at doing that. So it's almost like I'm staying in my lane, even though I wish I could help, but I'm also like, I'm also busy with work. Anyway, no means to trauma dump or nothing, even though that's a very mild trauma dump in my opinion. Let's go ahead and catch up on chat, and then we'll open up the queue. Let's open up the queue. Open up the queue. You guys were talking about the licenses, not driving. We're just talking about not knowing cars. Maybe you're actually a car god? That'd be funny. But I play like my summer car, or I play like a game and I'm just like really OP. That'd be funny, but also unlikely, because I was playing, oh no, Beans just left the room, but he let me play one of his driving games with like the wheel and the pedals, and I was doing really bad. It's like Forza or something. And it was like, it was something like, drive the car, but stop at this exact point. And I kept on messing up. And I'm like, this is like the simplest exercise. I'm failing. I'm flailing. That's the plot of Initial D. I am not Takumi. There's no way, no how. Has some Eurobeat. That's it, basically Initial D. Matthew is right. I really like it. Yeah, there's there's a lot of Eurobeat in Initial D. Deja vu. Pulling up the Initial D Megamix. Jumping up the queue. I heard during one of our Overwatch sessions, and I was like, "What the fuck? You're playing Gran Turismo?" Yeah, it was Gran Turismo. Yeah, it was that game. I was really bad, but I was like retrying all of the quests. Basically, it's not quests, but it was like exercises of like, all right, like just push the pedal and then stop at this exact point, and I kept on losing. Yeah, start and stop. But then there was another one with like corners, and corners were fine up until it's like, now you do corners but with a fast car. And that's when I was like, oh my god, this is so hard. To be fair though, I did also play a little bit of Bus Simulator with the steering wheel, and I was pretty decent. It's just that there was some glitchiness with the controls. But like otherwise, I was pretty decent with driving a bus. If it's something that can't go faster than like 60 miles per hour, I feel like I'm pretty good. Gotta learn those driving lines. I know my driving lines. It's just it's hard. It's hard, especially with fast cars. Rainbow Road, but it's Forza. Oh Jesus! No, no, no. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started with some tarot reading, shall we? So I do want to prioritize, if you read the blue sticky note over here. No, the yellow sticky note. Newbies will be prioritized over folks who've gotten a reading before. So when I open up the queue, if you've gotten a reading before, or you like consistently get one every time I do a tarot reading stream, try to hold off just for about, 60 seconds or so, and then you're free to like open up to join the queue. How about Farming Sim but with a steering wheel? Does it work? Does Farming Sim work with a steering wheel? Because maybe. Because, tractors seem nice and easy, right? Well, not easy, but like they're nice and slow. So, yeah. Alright, before I open up the queue, just says you can drive a tractor around. Ooh! Let's do it. I'll be a farming... that means I get to make a new outfit, though. Alright, so we're going to be using the Tarot of the Divine. For those that don't know, this is a tarot deck, so it has all of the symbolisms associated with usual tarot decks. But it also has art that is based off deities, folklore, and fairy tales from around the world. So there's kind of a double-sided reading as well of like knowing what the folktale is all about. So let's go ahead and break it out. I also have my little cheat sheet plus this little booklet that tells us a little bit more about each card. So we can also do a little bit of research for today too. So, let's start off with one reading. And then, I'm gonna take some voice breaks every so often. I smiled out loud at the dum-dum. It's me, I'm the dum-dum. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up the queue if you want to join. Or actually, let's do the pin post. There you go, let's pin it. So we're gonna unpin it at the end of the stream, and then once I press the command for open, then you can join. It's still ready. I'm gonna open up in 3, 2, 1. It's open. Go ahead and join. But like I said, if you're used to, there you go, Nyanda Delta. If you've gotten some readings before, hold off for about 60 seconds, and then you can join. So we got Nyanda. We got Nyanda. Yeah. And then anyone else? Let me actually time it. Okay. 50 seconds starting now. But if you haven't gotten a reading from me in some time, then you can join. You can join anytime. Ooh, I like this song. I think now it should be... Oh, thanks for tagging that person. Yeah, yeah. Oh, my nose is itchy. Oh no, it's the allergies. I wanted some like natural light to come in. Um, because we have tinters, or we have the thing to tint our windows. I think it's been 60 seconds, so everyone else feel free to join. Or we can also leave the queue open for the rest of the stream, just in case people come on in and want a reading. I have been playing around with the idea of making for these, because sometimes we get people that, like, I don't mind newbies, but we get people that just come in for a tarot reading and then never again. So like, I've been playing around with the idea of like maybe like making it what is it, followers only chat, but I don't know. I'll join eventually, but you can always make me last. All right, yeah, no worries, no worries. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get started with Nyanda. With Nyanda's reading. So if you have anything specific that you want me to read for, you can let me know. But you can also, you know, this can also just be a general reading. It's always going to be just like one card readings, but we'll do our best to like get into the details, the nitty gritty of it. I think the last time I gave you a tarot reading, Nyanda, I think I said something like, oh, I'm imagining like, you know, Lambda Delta from Umineko. But now so much time has passed, and you know, we've been catching each other's streams and whatnot. And we've even collabed that it's like no longer is it Umineko Lambda, it's Nyanda. Yeah, yeah. So now I have this like very clear image of you and your model, right? Presents our Sniffistica to redeem a reading. I mean, you could. I think when Magic Meter does readings, she has it as a point redeem. That'd be a good one, yeah. That would be. You know what? That means that I could get rid of the bot. But for now, this might be yeah, let's use the bot for this stream, and then oh, you know what? That's a good point. I actually do have wait, let me pick a card first. I feel something more closer to this way. This one. I do have a redeem, but it's like a really hefty one. It's like a 50,000 point one, because it's like assumed to be like, you know, when I'm in the middle of something else, and I would give. I think I got the idea from Omina, because she has like she used to have like a pretty hefty like 50,000 point or I don't know, like a pretty hefty like tarot reading redeem. But maybe for specifically tarot ones, I could make it like a lower point. I want 50 readings right now. It's a good idea. But it's okay if you get fired, you can shoot cars with us. But okay, let's go ahead and do this reading for Nyanda. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ooh, the 9 of Cups. I think we've drawn this one before. Tarot Redeem. That's such a cute emote too. Thank you for the big emote. So we got the 9 of Cups. I think I vaguely remember the story to this one, but before we get into the story, and it's not okay, so the camera's not autofocusing because I remember it was kind of a mess when it tried to autofocus, but from what you can see in the image, so we have this is the 9 of Cups. We have a couple, right, that are looking pretty, they're touching each other very lovingly. They're surrounded by all of these cups. Excuse me, I got a burp. So, cups in tarot are typically associated with emotions. I get my cheat sheet out, but it's stuff like the emotions, the unconscious things that you aren't actively thinking about but are still in your mind. Let's see. Cups represents water, represents intuition, the unconscious, emotions, empathy, healing, passive, and internal creativity. And I think I saw, Nyanda, you said, I guess in regards to work, things I'm working on, I hope the cards are nice to me. Yeah. So, yeah, cups usually represent like all these things. Fill up your happy cup. And there seems, let's look at like how the cups are being used in the image itself. So they're kind of just off the top of my head, it looks like it's used kind of as ornamentation. It's kind of like in the background of this couple. Like they're not actively using the cups, right? But they are there. So it does very much feel like the unconscious, right? Like these are thoughts that are there, but you're not actively using or thinking upon. As for the image itself, like I said, there's this couple. Both seem to be femme presenting, especially with their clothing, and the clothing itself looks vaguely like Middle Eastern. But for me, it's more so the geometry in the background that gives it kind of like this Middle East Arab like vibe to it. And I think I vaguely remember the story for this one as well. But what else can we see? The cups are all very ornate too. These aren't like simple cups. They all have it's hard to see when the camera won't focus, but they all have jewelry on them, and they all have very unique designs. So these could be like different parts of your different emotions that you're feeling, different empathy. And this, like, overall the mood of this card seems to be happy. It's not like anything depressing. So let's see. How else can we read this? It's almost like joyful or fulfilling, like emotions or senses of empathy. And it's a lot without seeming too like too much, because usually when it's like the 10 of cups or the 10 of swords or the 10 of whatever, that's usually excessive. It's usually implies like an excess of something. So this seems to me at least to be representing the sweet spot of your emotions. It's like you have just enough to be aware of other people's emotions as well as your own without it being overwhelming, because of, like, I don't know, just like the joyful tone of the card itself. But we can also look at my cheat sheet, and we can look at the booklet as well. So what does the Nine of Cups typically represent? So here it says satisfaction with one's emotional or creative endeavors, even to the point where someone wants to show it off. Ah, there we go. So you got it right side up, but just in case you want to see the upside down. Reversed is dissatisfaction with one's endeavors despite a lot of hard work and effort, showing off the fruits of your labor too much, or feeling conflicted with the idea of showing it off. So that's the reverse. This is right side up, which means that, like, not only are you happy with your creative endeavors, you want to show them off. And I think that does kind of match with the image, right? Like these are being used for ornamentation, but they're not being hidden away. If you imagine each cup to be like a project, like a creative project or an aspect of your creative project, you're showing it off. But you're not necessarily like on a pedestal showing it to the world like, hey, everybody look. It's almost like these two are kind of enamored with each other. They're not enamored with the stuff. It's almost like you're showing it off, but like you're not necessarily announcing it to the world. It's more of like, my results will speak for themselves. The audience that it's intended for will appreciate it just fine without me screaming it to the mountaintops. So that's the impression that I'm getting. But I also am curious about the story, because from what I remember, I think it's a story about a prince trying to woo a princess. And I think the prince actually cross-dresses in order to woo the princess, and it works. So let's get a little bit of clarification with that. Whoa, Randon, hello! Wait, you finished Indigo Park already? Also, hello, everybody. hello, everybody. We're doing some tarot readings. Oh, man. And we're doing a tarot reading for Neanda Delta. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Babinka Bear. I'm your local sun bear and art history teacher. And you might be asking, what does art history have to do with tarot reading? Well, a lot of it is just art analysis. So we're analyzing these cards together, and we're creating a reading. All right. Feel free to read what it says in the pin post, but also I do have some rules up on the board here. Wait, let me point to it properly. Yeah, read the pin post. Newbies are prioritized. I do take a break in between readings because my voice. And another big thing is because we've gotten people before that are like, oh, she's a witch. She's doing the witchcraft. And for me, tarot cards, they're not magic. At least for me. They're just a good avenue for introspection. So it's just a good, avenue to introspect. I don't believe that they predict the future or predict how other people feel about you. It's just for you to think about. You know, it's just the vibe of the day. You're in the queue? It might be from last time. Let me actually check. Is it list? Is that the command? Oh, you know what? I'll do you... Yeah, this is left over from last time, I want to say. So, how about after Nyanda, I do you, Ghosty? So... Oh, and Shiopi joined the queue. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, we only have 5 spots in the queue, but let me... You know what? I think I might have to do this. Next. There we go. So I'm gonna keep it on Ghosty, even though, like, technically we're on Nyanda. But let's go ahead and say hi to everyone, and then we're gonna go ahead and continue with our reading, because we were in the middle of doing a reading for Nyanda. So yeah, Randon, thank you for the raid. I think he probably went to go eat or something, right? But let me know how Indigo Park went. I was in there for a little bit. Did he get the Sprite from the sandwich place? Hello, Weatherman. Hello, Arsenic. Hello, hello. Amerle Feventage. I love your emotes. I always see you, like, using emotes in the chats. I always think it's very adorable. Like the bat one from Omina. Very cute. Hello, Gojikins. Hello, Martin X777. Oh, by the way, we have a 1-point redeem where you get a nice little sticker. Nice little sniff of sticker. Hello, Shiopi. Ran heard cross-dressing and he had to get here ASAP. Yeah, we were just looking at this card, which does feature a prince that cross-dressed in order to woo a princess. And we were just about to read the story for that. So you guys joined just in time. So yeah, we got the Randon raid. Hello, Goji. Hello, Outermost Ghost. Oh yeah, you were entering the everything. Hello, Lurkness. Thanks for joining the class. Thanks for stream. Hello, Rivians. Hello, hello. Hugs, Randuki raid. Hello, HDTQW5. Hello, hello. She's not a witch. She's our local sun bear. That's what a witch might say. No, I'm not a witch. I'm just a friendly sun bear. Don't harvest me from my bile. Don't do it. Where's my emotes? Here we go. Don't do it. Don't. Not the tasty bile. Yippee! Emma Ray 15. You got your sniffer sticker. Welcome, welcome. Acer Bandit, only thing he didn't collect was the box. Ah, you love this one? Yeah, collect the stickers. Slay. Weatherman, you got your sticker. The sniffer stickers are based off... Yeah, they're based off Filipino desserts. And they are fungible. Yeah, they are not non-fungible. They are incredibly cromulent and fungible. Take that to the bank and cash it. If she was a witch, I'd still follow. Nothing against witches at all. I just am not one. Hello, Saku. Hello, hello. We siphoning cars, not bears. Crypto bear. Meowdy, gotta get... Yeah, get your sticker. Get your sticker. Alright, everyone. So, are you guys ready to hear the story? So, we were doing a reading for Nyanda Delta, and this is the 9 of Cups. We were talking about how cups typically represents one's emotions, and but it can also represent creative endeavors. So, this cup has to do with feeling really satisfied with any creative endeavors, or it could alternatively be... I can't talk. It could also be about being satisfied with emotions, not being overwhelmed by them. So we're also going to read the little story, because this whole deck, this Tarot of the Divine, also has some folk tales in it that are really fun to kind of get into. So let's go ahead and read. Here we go. Oh, last thing, if any of you have to raid or run, no worries at all. Feel free. We're just chilling over here. But if you want to stick around, I'd appreciate it. Okay. If Binka was a witch and or vegan, we could get Luigi board? Preganinant? Gregnant? Okay, so the 9 of Cups, the tale that is accompanying it is Taj al-Muluk and the Princess Dunya. This is from Iran, and it's an Arabic folktale. So the 9 of Cups represents a happy ending achieved in unexpected ways. Ah, that's the key word there, Nyanda. So unexpected ways. Prince Taj al-Muluk fell in love with Princess Dunya, but she refused men. He used trickery, disguising himself as a woman in order to win her heart. So upright, its dreams realized fulfillment, pleasure, recognition, and triumph. But if it had been upside down, it would have been greed, devastation, such devastation, pessimism, addiction, and self-loathing. So she's just like me. Vegans sell Luigi boards. Yeah, didn't you know? And it's funny because I am currently with a vegan. So we do in fact sell Luigi boards. It's the year of Ouija, of the Luigi. I too wish to talk to Luigi. I like femboys. Feminine lads, bro. It's real. I have not found a witch or a vegan to buy a board from. Dang. Well, I do have Beans the Bear. He's my partner, and he is a vegan. But unfortunately, I don't think we have a Luigi board. Lugu lugu lugu. What does my future hold? Luigi board. Wahoo! Wahoo! So yeah, I remember we looked at the story the first time we drew this card, and it was about a prince that... This is a good, concise summary of it. He did have to use trickery, but in the end, it worked, because I think he did end up revealing himself to be the prince, right? He didn't just live the rest of his life just, like, cross-dressing. He didn't necessarily transition, but he was just like, yo, I'm actually the prince that you rejected. And it was more of his cunning and his smarts that she became attracted by. And maybe she's bi. We don't know. So yeah, that seems to be like the key word is like unexpected results. So maybe you said that you wanted this reading to be kind of about the various things that you're working on. So it could be that you attain it in unexpected ways. And in the end, it's something that is happy. It's something that is fulfilling to you. It might seem like it's trickery at first, but your audience might actually appreciate or just appreciate the effort that you go through in order to make that happen. So yeah, that's a possible interpretation. I hope that kind of like touches on anything that you've been thinking on lately. And if not, we can discuss. So let me know if you have any questions, and otherwise I will take a voice break in a little bit, but I'll also catch up on chat. So let's see. Femboy, same fam. The Ouija board, bing, 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 wahoo, 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 yippee, yippee. Why does this vegan Luigi board have Hasbro ink written on it? Spaghetti. Ahaha. It's like reverse Mulan. Oh, you're right. You're right. Bisexual. They could be friends. Oh my god, they were roommates. It was at that moment she knew she was bi. I need an alt story where it winds up being two cross-dressing. Oh my god, the Yowies. The Yuris become the Yowies. And everyone was bi in the end. Everyone watched the Mummy movie from the... Wait, did the Mummy movie come out in the 90s or 2000s? I actually don't remember. I just remember it being a lot of people's, like, bisexual awakenings, right? I remember being terrified by the scene with the bugs, but later on, I would go on to study ancient Egypt, and lo and behold, now I'm the one having to tell students that scarab bugs don't eat human flesh. They eat poop. If you guys didn't know that. The scarab beetles are coprophilic. They like eating, they eat poop, but it's also, they make it into a nice round ball, and they lay their little baby eggs in the ball of poop because predators won't eat it. And then the little larvae are gonna come out of the poop. And no, stop crying. We're learning about ancient Egypt. And in the ancient Egypt, they would actually observe this phenomena, but they didn't know that the eggs were being laid in the ball of poop. They would just observe larvae coming out of the poop and becoming beetles. So they actually associated the scarab beetle with rebirth. And they would also stop crying. Stop. Stop. Stop crying. It's educational. Lock the doors. We're learning about history. We're learning about history. So therefore, the scarab beetle was associated with rebirth and the rising sun. And it became a god named Khepri. Look it up. Look it up. You know what? You know what? We're looking it up. Because guess what? Chicken butt. There we go. No, don't throw things! No, everyone calm down. Calm down. Everyone's getting unruly. See? Look at... This may not be what you like. This may not be expected, but this is what peak beetle performance... No! This is what peak beetle performance looks like. It's the god of the rising sun. Oh, everyone's crying. No. No, oh no. I haven't even got up to chat yet. I love a gay awakening story. And they were roommates. Yeah, the one with Brendan Fraser. Scarabs be like, poop yummy. Shid. Perhaps it was symbolism for people being poop. Yeah, you know what? I agree. How do you think they get to the poop? They gotta eat through the flesh first? Oh no. Acer Bandit, that's actually, like, that actually makes a lot of sense. Oh no! Maybe they do eat people. The Mummy movies awakens dried up ancestors and also opens up the closet. No, everyone stop crying. It's just history class. It's just history class. No crying during ancient Egypt lore. Slams door shut. Go forth, my scarab. What's the meme where they like, wait. Like, plague be upon ye, but it's a scarab beetle. And it's like, rising sun be upon ye. Rebirth be upon ye. Edutainment time. Get educated, nerds. Place his chair at doorknob so no one can leave. Never trust students to look up something themselves. Wikipedia is an okay source. It leads you to the resources. It leads you to the resources. Pick me up, I'm scarab. Detention time? Oh no. We could, but I also want to take a voice break. Viva la revolucion! Nice, you guys are dancing. Curse of Ra! Woo! Google image search. Where's Mr. Oh! I had to put him away when we had the collab. Because, here we go. Here's Mr. Pancakes. Oh, I should give him a transition. Wait. Let's do slide? And when he shows up, he slides to the left. Slide to the left. And then when he is hidden, he slides to the right. Take it back now, y'all. Okay, look, watch this. Look at Mr. Pancakes. He's your... For any of the newbies, he's your substitute teacher. He's at the bottom of the desk. Look. Look, he slides in and out. It's like he's hiding. He's hiding. He's like, hey there, kiddos. Cha-cha, real smooth. My Oshi. My Oshi. Wait, why is Mr. Pancakes your Oshi and not me? He's the substitute. I'm putting him away. Because of that, we're putting him away. Pancakes comes out like an animatronic. I was here the whole time. He slides out super slow. Oh, wait. I think I could do that. Slide 300 milliseconds? It would be... No, it would be higher, right? I want to see what this looks like. It's a little slower. Okay, give me a second. What happens if I set it to... Hey, why are you attacking me? Okay, ready? He did it so slow. Okay, I'm gonna do it slower. Give me a second. Okay, we're gonna do 2,000 milliseconds. Ready? Keep your eye right at the bottom of my desk. Ready? 3, 2, 1. He's like, hello kids. I am here to substitute teach. Wait, one more, and then we have to add a 0. Oh, jeez. Okay. That would be so slow, though. He would be like taking. Okay, maybe not that slow. Let's do 5,000. Okay, ready? Hello, children. He's an old man. Now I kind of want to go. Let's go down to 3,000 because that felt too slow. It was like it's not even noticeable, right? Here. Hello, kids. See, I like that. I feel like that's a. I feel like that's a good amount of time. Now he's shy. Yeah, he's shy with a slide whistle. I gotta find the file for that. I want to take 10 seconds to appear. Homer slinking into the bushes speed. That would actually be funny for his like hiding transition. Let's add a 0. Yeah, let's do 5,000. So that he like slinks away. Ready? It's like you guys scared him too much. You scared him and now he's gone. Look what you did. All right. He's coming back. He's there again. Yeah, Homer's slinking into the bushes. He's using the remaining melted butter from his pancake hat. Oh no. Come back. There we go. We now have an animation for Mr. Pancakes. Whenever I have to slip away, look, it'll work like this, where it's so slow. See, whenever I have to slip away, the Mr. Pancakes will come in like, "Hello, kids. I am now the teacher. We'll behave, we promise." All right, I'm back. Okie dokie. Let's get back into it, shall we? That was good. That was. Thank you guys for helping me out with that. Alright, cool. So let's go on to our next person. I was supposed to take a voice break, wasn't I? We can overpower the substitute. No! Don't overpower him. He's just a little guy. Alright, so it's Shiopie's turn. I think I'm good without a voice break for now, but I think after Shiopie's turn, I will go ahead. Oh, wait, no, it's not. It's, sorry, Ghosty. It's Ghosty. I'm sorry. I saw your emote. Okay, and then it's Shiopie. Sorry about that. Mr. Pancakes, please don't leave. I didn't mean anything when I said I wanted to slather you in maple syrup. It was only joke. It's only game. Why you have to be mad? Okay, it's Ghosty's turn. And then it's Shiopie. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this. Sorry, I forgot. You were already in the queue and I forgot to clear it. And many such mistookens. Hello, Phantom Punk. Hello. I saw that you entered the queue as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and shuffle them cards for our favorite Ghost Possum. I don't know who I said Ghost, didn't I? Did I say it wrong? Did I say it was Ghosty, right? It was Outermost Ghost that was next. I'm envisioning her model as I shuffle the cards. It was a memory joke. I was like, now you're making me question. Was it Ghost? Was it Gojikins? There you go. I have perfect seat. You do. Yeah, you guys are sitting next to Mr. Pancakes. You're Oshi. One of these days he'll pull up the VHS and put on some Bill Nye. Bill Nye, the science guy. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and do this. Science rules. Bill. Okay, Ghosty, let's go ahead and pick out a card for you. I'm just going off vibes. Okay. I finished the raccoon drawing. Ooh, the one with the... I'm sorry I didn't comment before, but the one with the fluff, right? The one with the fuzz. I'd be excited to see it. Inertia is a property of matter. Science rules. My Oshi. Why side-eye? We all know that Pancakes is in the background desperately trying to fix the school. Why isn't Binka Oshi? Why am I not your at least your teacher Oshi, right? I'm okay if you have other Oshis, especially the orc and the cat, but you know. Alright, Ghosty. Ooh, okay, so we have a reverse card. This is the Seven of Wands. If I recall... Oh, the ad break is going to start in a minute. Let's actually snooze that for now. Just so we have enough time to do this. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands. But it was reversed. You guys have to remind me that it was reversed, okay? So, but first, let's go ahead and just analyze what's going on here. So let's put our art analysis chops to use. So we have a male-presenting figure over here holding a giant hammer. And in the foreground are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nails. I think the 7th would be the hammer. The art is showing that like the hammer and as well as the person themselves is kind of like taking precedence. They're like centered. There's like the sun, but it's also kind of building this halo around the hammer. So it's almost like emphasizing work, right? Like the work that's about to be done. And it's highlighting the fact that he's about to bring the hammer down on one of these nails. But the sun is also, or this thing over here is also doubling as the sun, showing that the work that this person is doing is very hard. It's very like toiling work because most likely this person is probably feeling it. Like, I don't know if he's not quite sweating. So maybe he's not, he's strong enough that this isn't as much of a, he's not exerting as much effort, but there is a bit of a shine to his body, meaning that like, and there's also muscles, meaning that he's probably used to this work and he's probably like, his body is kind of like trained and ready for this work. This is an unexpected work. Let's see. He's also, oh, what's interesting, it's a little hard to see because the camera isn't like autofocusing, but right behind him is a train on train tracks, like the old-fashioned trains. And there's also what looks like nails. So going off of context, it seems like he's about to hammer in all of those nails. And if we have the train in the background, this is possibly to build a railroad. So it's work that is going towards a really worthy cause. One that like, it can even help society. It helps like other people, right? Let's see. What else? So yeah, this definitely seems to be about like hard work, right? But let's go ahead and kind of analyze what we mean by like Seven of Wands. So the Suit of Wands, and for those that don't know tarot as well, there are different suits, kind of like playing cards, where there's like spades, hearts, blah blah blah. But for tarot, it's wands, cups, swords, and coins. Wands has to do with the element of fire, but it also has to do with what motivates you. So your ambitions, your hobbies, things that you enjoy. I'm going to go ahead and look at my cheat sheet. So it represents fire, drive, purpose, career, external creativity, as in like when we did cups for Nyanda, cups had to do with internal creativity, like some of the things that you are kind of dreaming about inside of your head. This has to do with what you make outside in the, like, manifested in the real world. And ambition. So if you want to think about, like, whatever it is that drives you, whatever gives you ambition, that's kind of what is being focused on here. So let's see. He's using his, if we kind of replace the word wand then, or whatever he's using here, with ambition, then it's almost like he's using his ambition, he's using his drive to drive in, or rather like put to completion all of these other ambitions or drives. So it's almost like using what you already have in order to complete other tasks or to complete other things in your life. However, the big thing is that this was reversed. And reverse, like I said before, is not always a negative thing. It could just mean that there is something missing, or like you're kind of lacking in this, or there is an excess of this. So what that could mean is, like, let's say lacking. It could mean that there is a lack of ambition in general, which means that if there's no fuel for whatever your main ambition is, then anything that how do I say this? then all of like the other ambitions that are branching off that main ambition, that means you also don't have enough fuel for that either. Everything's going to set on fire. The computer exploded. Oh no. What does that mean? And if there's excess, it could mean that there's too much ambition, but not enough action. Like you have enough of your kind of the internal, like your dreams about ambition, but not enough action in the real world. It's almost like he's thinking of driving all these nails with the hammer, but he's not actually doing it. So let's go ahead and put that down for now. We're going to snooze the ad break one more time while I catch up on chat. And then we can look into the kind of what the story has to say about this. Okay. Hydrate break incoming. Yeah, why not, Mr. Pancakes? This is the first time I've made a digital drawing that isn't a meme. Nice. John Henry, I think it is. We're going to read the booklet in a little bit. Whack a wand. Your second favorite bear teacher? Who's the first? Who's taken up this niche? This is John Henry. I think it is. He's sweating quietly. He beat that steam hammer. Respectfully. Getting intro to Dumbo vibes. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot Dumbo. Man, that scene with the pink elephants? Man. Everything's gonna set on fire. Imagine if Ghost got John Henry, Paul Bunyan, and Pecco's Bill. Let's see. Hello, Beetle W joined the queue. I'll never tell. Let me turn on the light because we need a little bit more light in here. Eek! Oh, that's better actually. Let me just... Okay, so in terms of... Oh, actually that's a lot. You can see the art a lot clearer now. So let's look at the traditional meaning for the Seven of Wands, and then we're going to look at the story that accompanies this card. So, Seven of Wands. Interesting. So my cheat sheet over here that I wrote down. Similar to the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands usually has to do with conflict. So, or tension. So this is similar to that, but one party is singled out or is seemingly... is against seemingly overwhelming odds. Someone having to defend their ideas or position, the need to prove oneself. Hey, who threw that? But reversed, feeling negative judgment or scrutiny, all eyes on you, feeling like you're not proving yourself enough. So that's the traditional meaning of this. So in the traditional meaning, usually there's one figure who is raising their sticks up against like a bunch of people below. So this one is, this version of the card has a kind of like another interpretation then. Only if you're Robocop. Love the pink elephant sequences. I didn't know Winnie the Pooh had one too, actually. I just remember the Dumbo one because I remember, I don't know, the way that they animated tears and the way they animated the big pink elephants. So in that case, then the interpretation of this image is more so that like he's struggling against these nails, which all have their own resistance against like the nails aren't gonna go down easily. You have to put in the work in order to nail them down. But because it's reversed, feeling negative judgment or scrutiny. Let's go ahead and read our little cheat sheet, the booklet. Hello, Yuki. Art history teach, cafeteria lady, and divination. What can't teach do? Identify cars. That's what I can't do. That's the one big thing that I still cannot do. Hey, Binko, what kind of car is that? A blue one. Also a bus driver. Eventually I will be a bus driver. Once I figure out how to do that. Okay, Seven of Wands. Matthew, thank you for gifting a sub to Yuki. Thank you. Okay, Seven of Wands. This is in fact John Henry, so everyone that called it, you called it. Hello, beeplebees. This is an American folktale from Alabama. So the Seven of Wands represents an indomitable force. Against all odds, John Henry stands up for what he believes in and is willing to fight to the bitter end. His courage and resolve is an inspiration even to those who disagree with him. So upright, it's endurance, attack, fighting for your beliefs, perseverance, and mounting a defense. Reverse, it can mean giving up, defeat, timidity, cowards, or feeling overwhelmed. So those are all super, you know, like super negative, super kind of like overwhelming things. So let's see what else we can kind of glean from this. Oh, no, Ghosty. So it could be that, like, traditionally this represents perseverance, right? But because it was drawn this way, it could either be that there is a lack of perseverance or an overwhelming no, don't graduate, don't do it. It could also be that like I said, reverse also means an excess or there's not enough of it. So it could be like there's a reason why this isn't necessarily saying that, like, oh, you skill issue, you're just not persevering enough, just get good, scrub. Not necessarily that. It's almost like thinking of, like, well, what is the reason why you feel like you're not able to persevere? Is it that, like, there's a lot of overwhelming odds against you? Like, what is preventing you from being like this? It could be that, like I said, each of these nails has its own resistance, right? So it could be that you are trying your best. You're trying your best to hammer in these nails as best as you can, but there's too much resistance. And also maybe, like, you got to remember that these nails are also in rock, in really hard rock. And if you look at the picture closely, the nails aren't even all straight. They're some of them they're not bent, but they're at an angle. So you almost have to calculate for that. So it's almost like you are persevering, but there's only so much persevering you can do before you have to take rest. You have to take a break. Some of them are gay. Oh no. Wait, what did you say? She can't learn. What can't I learn? She can't learn how to identify cars because we eat them too fast. You guys are a menace. The nails are gay. Good for them. So yeah, I think that's just one thing to think about. Like, not to be like too toxic positivity, right? But it's also a matter of, like, why is it that you're not feeling able to have perseverance? Because this can also be an excess. It could be that you persevered for so long that now it's burnout. That's typically what happens if you persevere. If you go through, like, a really hard time, one right after the other, and you're going through it with this philosophy of, like, I just gotta tough it out. I just gotta tough it out. I just gotta tough it out. Then that's your recipe for burnout. So what I'm kind of gleaning from this when you get it reversed is that it might be time to take a break. Like, take a little bit of a rest. Not necessarily don't graduate, don't do it. but you know, like the Hamilton song, take a break. Run away with me to the city, let's go upstate, you know? So yeah, maybe a break is in order if it's possible, you know? It's the brain damage. Oh no. Mika accidentally read for me. No. Time to stop it. Get some help. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of this card. If you have any questions, I'm always down to, you know, to answer any questions pertaining to the cards. Unfortunately, I am not a licensed I'm not licensed with any kind of, like, you know, helpful therapeutic stuff. I am but a simple art analysis person. But like I said, I'm unhelpable. This is a joke. Stop it. Get some help. From the wise words of the dude from Space Jam. Can you imagine if, like, you know, we don't remember Michael Jordan as like this famous basketball player? It's like, oh yeah, the guy from Space Jam. She's an unlicensed therapist. No, don't spread that around. People are gonna come to me and they're gonna trauma dump and and then I won't know. What do you mean who? Sure, you're not a therapist charging 5 simoleons? Who? I'm talking about Michael Jordan. That was Michael Jordan in that clip, right? Like, remember for his illustrious baseball career? Now you're thinking about Michael B. Jordan. No, I'm kidding. Didn't they have Michael B. Jordan in Space Jam 2? I didn't actually watch it, but I just heard. The Get Some Help guy? Isn't that Michael Jordan? Wait. Uh-oh, now I'm like questioning myself. Like he did an ad for like McDonald's, didn't he? Yeah, it is Michael Jordan. There's a bee? Where's the bee? Hi, my name's Michael and I'm deathly afraid of insects. And no, what was it? It was like, hi, my name's Michael with a B and I'm deathly afraid of insects. Hold on. Where is it? Where's what? Where's the bee? There's a bee! The power move. There's a Space Jam too. Yeah. Doesn't that one have like LeBron? LeBron James? But they got like Michael B. Jordan as like a little in-joke of like, oh, he's here, Michael Jordan's here, and then they bring out like the actor Michael B. Jordan. Oh no, I don't have any more snoozes. Well, that's actually a good time for a break, for an ad break. But yeah, do let me know, Ghosty, if that reading was okay, if there's anything, if you have any other questions. Otherwise, we will move to the next person, which is Shiopi, after the break. But first, you guys should have a recess break. So for any newbies, this is the PE field. Don't mind the cars and don't touch the cars. There's some pretty well-paying people have given the school some money in order to use this PE field as a parking lot. All right? So don't eat them. No. Please. Please, they gave us so much money. We're not going to have enough for we're not gonna have enough for after-school programs, please. I'm already working as the lunch lady, too. Darn it. Mr. Pancakes disappears. Oh! Yeah, wasn't Mr. Pancakes also on this one? Wait, where is he? Oh, no, he's there, he's there. Oh, no, it's just like a simple... I can make him... Should I make him ascend? Let's do... slide, but up. Like he ascends. And then hide should be slide up. Okay, we'll show it off after the ad break. We'll be right back. I'm gonna mute to get some water, and then we'll be right back. Hey, what are you doing? You guys are eating the cars. I told you not to touch the cars. Told you not to touch the cars. I'm a free roaming goat, Owen. We need to chain hugs to them. No, you guys. Oh no, the revolution. The revolution. Make him ascend as people need him. Oh yeah, that's what we were doing. Oh, actually, let me mute. Yeah, is everyone... I'm assuming everyone's back from the ad break, right? I'm gonna climb out of the recess area and jump in the water. The school? The water in the school? The dam is not fixed. Oh, the redeem with the flood? We can make that happen. Wait, let me see. There was something... Yeah, swimming practice is still there. The school is flooded, I forgot. Dia, thank you for gifting to Weatherman. Thank you, thank you. What is the charge? A meal? A succulent car meal? A cromulent meal? Democracy manifest. There are also spare tires on the side. They're not spares! These are all the tires that you guys pulled off the cars! The bear evolution will not be televised. Dorime. Joke's on you. Oh no! It doesn't quite do it. I thought he would like ascend off screen. That would have been really funny. Wait, maybe is there a way that I can do that? Maybe move? No, I want to make it so he like he like disappears like above. There probably is a way, but I have to figure it out. For now, he's just gonna like clip out. Slide to the right. Someone ate my 5th yacht. Why do you have a 5th? Why do you have a 5th yacht? Can I drink the liquid dripping under the car? No! No! No drinking of motor oil. You don't know what that's gonna do to your tum-tums, first of all. And I, for one, am not getting paid enough to clean up after another tum-tum accident. Dorime. Ameno. Dorime. Like a stack of donut. I will consume. Can you have him face slowly in and out like a ghost? Ooh, maybe. Let's see. Let's see. There's fade. There's a fade command. Let me see. Hide fade. What happens if we... Oh my gosh! He does just face in and out. Can we make it slower? What happens if we... Do we put both of these to 3,000? He just fades away. He's a ghost. Not the stomach flu. Oh no. When you guys throw up again? Oh no. Someone, Hugs, go get the sawdust. Go get the sawdust, everyone. Don't throw up. We threw up. Ah, oh, Jesus. Someone say the Lord's Prayer for Mr. Pancakes as he ascends. And yet I am the shadow of the valley of death. I actually don't know how the rest of that goes. Now everyone's just throwing up. Tum-tum accident by Dusty Bunny Cake. They keep eating my other ones. Teleports behind you. Nothing personnel, kid. My tumbly. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and get back into the readings. Someone get the activated charcoal. Okay, let's go ahead and go to our next reading. This is for Shiopi. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Owen. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for I am the meanest bear in the valley. Wait, what do you mean? I'm not mean. Just because I told you guys to not cry that one time, just because I was like, stop crying. Stop it. Oh, mean like bad? Wow. Wowzers. Thank you, Owen. I thought this was from Gangster's Paradise. You hung me out of a window? I recall no such thing. I remember thinking about cheeseburgers, but I recall no such thing. Actually, speaking of... It is from a psalm. That much I know. Wait, give me a second. Which one of you is Hux? There we go. No, that's me! That's me, I didn't mean to. Okay, fine. We're gonna put me right up here. There you go. I was trying to grab a Hux, but I got myself. I got you baited. Hux is gonna complain to the district. Spice. Alright, so reading for Shiopi. Yeah. I'm imagining your PFP Shiopi, the little cat, right? Is it a cat? It's like a little pink something, right? Okie dokie. Spice. Teachers getting sued, screaming at poor defenseless student to stop crying when they're feeling sad. Ah. Pinka's space program is going well, I see. Okay. Let's do, yeah, just a little bit more shuffle. It's something. Okay, let's pick out a card for Shiopi. I immediately felt a vibe of sorts closer to the top of the deck. I don't feel like this card. Okie dokie. So this reading is for Shiopi. Let's see what we get. Ooh, we have another reverse card, but this time, ooh, so this is what's called a court card. Court card is kind of like if you think of playing cards where you have like Jack, Queen, King. That's a court card. What is a Shiopi? Shiopi, yes. So this is the King of Cups. So the King, like the court cards usually like they could refer either to you or to a person in your life. I think that's what kind of stands out with them. So we'll get back to that, but another thing about the cups is that it's another suit, like we were just reading for Ghosty, and she had the wands. Meanwhile, you have the cups. Cups usually has to do with emotions, the unconscious, or creative endeavors. So anything that you're working on creatively. Let's see. I think I said, yeah, emotions, unconscious. Those are the main things that I associate with it. The King of Cups usually represents someone that is in full control of their emotions. Shenrong, yeah. This deck is all based off of like folk tales and mythology and religion. So we're gonna, I think this might be either like, you know, some kind of dragon king from, and it's like an Eastern style dragon, right? So we're gonna find out who this is. But the King of Cups represents someone who's like in full control of their emotions. So this could either be talking about an aspect of yourself, Shiopi, or it could be someone in your life that represents. Ah, my avatar fell. Definitely not referring to me. Well, here's the thing though, is that we got it reversed, and like I said with Ghosty's reading, reverse doesn't always necessarily mean a negative thing. It's just that often it can be, because usually this means that it's an absence of something or an excess of something. So this could represent a person that is not fully in control of their emotions, but either because they refuse to really like how do I say this? Like, if we're thinking about absence, it's almost like they're ignoring their emotions in favor of things like cold logic, right? Which sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes you need to like let go of emotions in order to think logically. But sometimes you could take it into the extreme of like, if you're not taking, like, let's say that you're in some kind of like leadership or management position. If you're not taking the concerns of other people around you, is that really acting logically then? Because then, like, if you, not necessarily like you have to bend over backwards to make everyone happy, but if you're not considering like the feelings of the matter, sometimes it might actually do more harm than good. Another interpretation is that it could be an excess of emotion. So this could be representing someone that feels their emotions too much, where it's impacting, like conversely, it's impacting their logic. So, you know, they're so emotional that they're kind of missing the forest for the trees, as so to speak. It's almost like you are so all up in your emotions that you're kind of missing what's going on right in front of you. So it could be either extreme. But if we look at the next thing we're going to look at is the traditional meaning of this card, and then we're going to look into the booklet that we have to see what a dragon has to do with it. Because if we do a little bit of art analysis, we have a dragon, Eastern style, that's more serpentine. It has these like reindeer horns on top of its head. It also has something that looks like a little cup with what could be a pearl or a marble. Dragon D's. So, it looks like a dragon, doesn't it? Like, it does remind me of, like, Shenron. So, it is a dragon. And it looks to be protecting, or at least it could also be offering this pearl, this precious jewel to someone. But it could also be protecting it. You've been obsessed with dragons lately? That's awesome. That's awesome. So let's see the traditional kind of imagery. Oh, you know what? I don't think I have notes yet for the traditional, but I don't. But you know what? We could just go ahead and default to the book. Offering an egg in a cup. Exactly. And the art historian in me would say eggs are traditionally associated with fertility. So you know. Okay, the boy and the dragon pearl. So this is a Chinese legend. The King of Cups was once a little boy, but has matured into a powerful dragon. He is kind but fiercely protective of those he loves. He is connected to the deep, dark waters of the subconscious, and he possesses great patience and wisdom. So once again, this could either be yourself or this could be someone else in your life. So devotion, loyalty, faithfulness, wisdom, and generosity. But because we got it reversed or upside down, it can also represent anxiety, lack of caring, control, violence, or imbalance. So in general, what I'm getting out of this is that, like, if you get it this way, there's an imbalance between your emotions and literally anything else. It could be emotions and logic. It could be emotions with like what's going on around you, but nonetheless there is some kind of imbalance. So it could be like, if this tale is a tale about a boy who grew up and became like this fierce, strong, but like dependable dragon, this could maybe be showing like an extreme towards one or the other. It could be showing like an extreme to being the child, right? Where like traditionally children, you know, it's like what you see in TV and stuff. Traditionally they're associated with like not being in a good handle of their feelings. Or it could be the dragon, where like there's no time for emotions and feelings. Like, I actually don't know if that makes as much sense, because I'm thinking about Shenron. You know, I'm thinking about Shenron from Dragon Ball Z. But I don't know. Let's see what else we can glean from this card. Bro, try this keto kombucha. Snake Nokotan. Yeah, like the I actually haven't researched why Eastern dragons have these horns, but they do look cool, right? They do look cool. So let's see. We do have the dragon. We can also look to the tail for a little bit more advice, if need be. So Chinese, boy, and dragon. Dragon teeth, no! If you Google Chinese boy and dragon, you get American dragon Jake Long. I'm talking about the legend. Wait, there's no way it's Neja, is it? I'm gonna look into the book again. That was an amazing show. I actually didn't watch a lot of American Dragon, to be honest. I watched Jackie Chan Adventures. Jackie! Hiya. The boy. Oh, it's the boy and the dragon pearl. Okay. Boy and dragon pearl. Ah, found it. Found it. Hiya, Jackie. One more thing. Yeah, exactly. Disney D's. American Dragon Jake Long is a legend. What do you mean? I watched the one Neja animated film. It was good. I heard. I only know Neja from Fate Grand Order, where they were gender bent. So if you want a little bit about the story of the Dragon Pearl, let's go ahead and put it in the chat. There you go. This was just the first result that I got from Google. So it seems to be a boy that wants to save his mother. Let's see. I'm like reading the story right now. Why is it from a furniture store? That's a good point. That's a good point. Hey, did you attack me? No, don't attack me. Ah, okay. So I only read like the very end of it, but this boy is trying to save like his village and his mother, and he ends up swallowing like what turns out to be like a magic pearl. But he like is trying to hide a pearl from like people that are trying to steal it. So he hides it in his mouth, and as the villagers are like or the other people are like beating him, he swallows the pearl and becomes a dragon. So it's almost like but the thing with that is that it makes it sound like he can never go back to being a boy again. Like he's forever a dragon. So that means that like he's lost he's like this magnificent dragon now that can protect the village and that can protect his mom, but at the cost of pretty much his humanity and the cost of like living a normal life. But that might also be like, for some people it's like, yeah, I want to be a dragon. Like I don't want to be a person. I want to be a dragon. So as to like what that means about this reading, it could mean that like, this could be a person that is very, very much willing to like take a certain sacrifice in order to protect what's close to them. But because it has to do with the cups, listen, man, dragons don't pay taxes. So, what was I saying? So this has to do with emotions. It could be that you're willing to take like an emotional sacrifice in order to protect or at least make your dreams come true. But if it's reversed, then it means that like there's some hesitation with doing that. There's some hesitation with sacrificing either, I keep making this dichotomy between like logic and emotions. It could be that you're like not super willing to like make any kind of sacrifices emotionally in order to make your dreams come true, but kind of like what I said with Ghosty. It's not necessarily like a skill issue, like you got to be able to make some sacrifices, son. It's more of like you want to think about like why that is. Why it is that you are hesitant to like make huge sacrifices. And it could be that you've already sacrificed a lot. It could be that like you've already like sealed away your emotions, or you've already sealed away your logic in favor of emotions. So it could be coming from something that you had done before. I don't know how much sense that makes, but once again, this is kind of an art analysis that is supposed to if it connects it to any dots in your life, to any dots in your mind, great. But if not, that's also okay. So, me at the slightest inconvenience. Dragon D's. What if he turned into a dragon, but it was a Western asshole dragon and not a benevolent Eastern dragon? I never even thought of that. I never even thought of the whole like, yeah, typically in Eastern tradition. Well, I hate to like stereotype, but like typically dragons are seen as like positive, whereas dragons in the West, especially in like medieval times, are like, oh yeah, this dragon is like here to steal all of all of the village's virgins. Moral of the story: dragon, Dudley the dragon. But yeah, let me know what you think about that reading. Like I said, it does have to do with emotion, someone that is in full control of their emotions, but there is something preventing that from happening. Wow, stereotyping dragons now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I could be wrong. Maybe Shenron from Dragon Ball Z is an a-hole. You ever think about that? There was the whole Dragon Ball GT arc about the black dragons, right? The dark star dragons or whatever. Chromatic dragons are evil, metallic dragons are good. I didn't know that. All right. Before we go to our let me know, Yuki, if you have any questions. Otherwise, the little guy in my PFP is a dragon kobold, so you can definitely. Oh, nice. Oh, so it's not a cat, it's a kobold. Nice, a dragon kobold. Cool. But do let me know if you have any questions. Oh wait, did I say Yuki? I meant Shiopi. Like, right? It's for Shiopi that we're doing the reading, right? Yeah, it's for Shiopi. No questions. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a little bit of a voice break, We have Mega Bronson, Phantom Punk, Beetle Dove, and Dia. You guys are up next. There we go. Get some Wawa. I should. I do feel my voice kind of going. So we might actually close the queue after this. Let's do that, actually. Let's close the queue. Unless someone really wanted a reading. You can let everyone else go first and I can be last if your voice goes. Okay. Ding waiter. Yeah. Let's do it. I'm gonna drink some water. Drink some odor. It's gonna like the drink some water is gonna like progress into like less and less of an actual sentence. Dink water. Dink oiter. Alright, you guys want to know what my voice break is gonna be? It's gonna be this. Give me a second. It's Kid Pics. We're back. We're gonna do some art with this is a website, by the way. Do you guys want to see? Because I was playing Kid Pics on Thursday. There you go. But I was like emulating a Windows 98, so now this is actually a website. So yeah, I'm gonna take let's see like 10-15 minute. Hey Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes. Cool. Nice. So yeah, if you guys have never played with Kid Pics before, it's really fun. Wait, can I? Oh, okay, cool. So I won't talk as much, but if you've never played this game or this art program before, it's really nice. It's from the 90s. Back in the 90s, I was in a very famous TV show. I wasn't, but, you know, BoJack Horseman was. See? There's, like, little sound effects. Actually, this would be good for shading. Nice try. I'm not gonna go to a website called Kid Pics. No! I'm so nostalgic for this. I haven't seen this in so long. Yeah, there's like sound effects. Here. Let me see if the bucket tool will cooperate with me. You do this? Wait, actually. Can we undo multiple times? No, we can't. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. Oh, see? Wrong brush. Favorite Orchie. By the way, how did Indigo Park go? Because I've actually never played that game. But I saw the cute little raccoon. He liked it. It went well. Ending theme grew on me so much. Oh, nice. Raccoon mentioned. Yeah, Orc was playing a game with a little raccoon on it. You know what? This needs to be... Oh, no, because I already put in a pattern in there. It's going to be a little hard. But we could do this. We could do this. The little sounds. Let's do this one. There we go. Oh, you know what? Is there pattern? Like other patterns? Nah, there isn't. It's okay. Bet. Did you guys also play with this back in the day? We had a Kid Pic stream the other day. And I drew myself, but I was also like, I want to draw other things now. I've also been thinking of doing commissions, not with Kid Pics, but with like pixel art. I don't know. It's been a thought lately. We'll see if I actually like go through with it. I even set up like Ko-fi pages. But hey, you guys want to see some of the cool effects? There's this one. This one's kind of trippy. Wow. Little paw prints. It went, well, I just saw Spiffo because I'm Zomboid build. He said he'd pay $20 when Chapter 2 comes out since he enjoyed Chapter 1 so much. Oh, nice. Is it a new game? I've actually never played it before. Super EB because I'm still a bit sick. Yeah, we got some good Tusker yawns. Aw. Yeah, I hope you feel better soon, Matthew. He's got that red hair swoosh. The sound effects. Oh, that's rad. Technology. Yeah, let's see. Let's put his little, like, hair thingy. If I do this. Ooh, that's not bad. In the original Kid Pics, this brush is huge. Like, I wouldn't be able to do, like, a small little, like, tuft like this. Oh, his glasses. We need his glasses. Let's do a wacky tool. His glasses are all askew. Like a nerd. What's this one? What did I do? What did I do? Okay. Ooh. Like, it's like the oil you guys like to drink. Nerd! I'll live. A little tinnitus never killed no. Oh no, not the tinnitus. Oh, you know what? I like this one. Like, watch this. There you go. Oh no, the red tuft, it's taking over. What about this one? Ooh, connect the dots. There's also funny effects. Oil? The Americans are coming. The Americans are coming. Teacher, this green man seems like a weenie. He's so smart. He is a little bit of a weenie. Just a teensy bit. I like this one. Oh my god, never mind. I don't like that one. No, I thought it would do something else. Okay. What about this one? Whoa! Okay, once again, it's negative. What about this one? Ah! Oh no! Every time it does undo, it like... There's a little voice bite. Oh no! Oh. This one? Don't like that. I want more like effects to make it a little bit more colorful. Wait, what's pancake? What's this? Ah, it like, I don't know, it thickens the lines, I guess? Ugh. Oops. Okay, let's play around with some of the colors then. What's this one? Okay. Oh. Only green ones? Okay, okay. What about this one? How about this one? Ooh, I like this one. You know what? I don't think this is the same version as the one I was playing before. I think because I was playing like Kid Pics Deluxe. Can we make... How much time do I have left? 2 minutes. Let's speedrun let's speedrun a cat. And then there we go. Speed. I am speed. And then let's do bucket tool. A cat. What's the sound of the police? Woo woo, that's the sound of the police. Whoop whoop. Oh no. You should get wind sometimes. Gonna go wind down for some memes. Take care. Yeah, take care, Hux. Take care. Get those memes. You get those memes. Thank you for stopping by. Sleep well. Happy Mo. Oh yeah, it was Momo's anniversary. I gotta go watch the VOD and also wish them a happy anniversary. Gotta post this with random arts. Perhaps. Perhaps. Mayhaps. We need more color. We need more like more stuff happening. What's this? I hate when it goes. Well, okay, you know what? We might make that. We might do that later. Oh, maybe not all of the effects are there, you know? Because I kind of remember this one from this effect in the original one. It zooms in like by a lot. I'm also spotting a need for cast portfolio. I'm down to make an actual one with like the one that I'm using with Windows 98. This one though is just a little bit of experimentation. It's just a little bit of a voice break. Even though I'm yapping more. I think every time it does that sound effect, I think it means that it doesn't have that tool. Oh, that's my timer. Okay. You guys like the masterpiece? The kid picks masterpiece. It's art? It is. It is. As an art historian. I will say perhaps. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and start with our next reading. Who do we have next? I forgot if I pressed list or next, so let's do list first. Oh yeah, it's Mega Bronson, but she said do yours last. So let's actually move on to Phantom Punk. So assuming you're still here, Phantom Punk, are you still here? 007? Let me know. If you're still here, speak now or forever hold your punkishness. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm also gonna change the category to art. There we go. Alright, Phantom Punky here. I think they were checking the list earlier, right? Trying to check the backlog. Okay, going once. Going twice. Phantom Punk, if you're not up, unfortunately we're gonna have to skip you. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Sold to the highest bidder. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Gojikins. So I'm gonna go press next for both. Oh. You guys have to remind me though that Mega Bronson is at the very end. Wait, is the view with what is it? Play with viewers bot. Where are you at? Where's my bot? What happened to the bot? Now it suddenly doesn't want to work. Give me a segundo. Bot died, I know. Might have to smack it up a little bit. Let me check on the bot. How you doing, buddy? Let me turn it off and turn it on. It's still not doing anything. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and skip to Beetledove. Beetledove and then Dianork. Alright? So hello, I see Beetledove, you are in the chat. So let's go ahead and do a reading for you. What's the icon next to your name? September! Nice. It's like a little worm. I like it. I like it. Okay, Beetledove, so I just do general readings. I'm just gonna give you one card and we're gonna interpret it together. Oh yeah, and if you guys ever have like alternate interpretations, especially when I'm like kind of struggling, feel free to like recommend anything in the chat of like, oh, maybe it could mean this instead. I'm not gonna be like, who's the professional here? Because I am not a professional. I still have to use a lot of cheat sheets and a booklet. I want to get to the point where I'm like, oh, I know this one. This one represents all your fears and how they're gonna haunt you. Right, I'm feeling something near the center, just the vibe. And I'm gonna say this card, actually. Oh, started playing Kendrick. Nice. I do like Kendrick, but if we're gonna listen to Kendrick, we gotta listen to this one. I see dead people. Okay. So, for Beetledove, here is your card. Oh, another reverse one. Maybe I gotta shuffle these better, but we have another reverse card, and this is the Ace of Swords. So, the Ace of Swords, I think I know which myth this is referencing to. I'm pretty sure it's the Gordian knot. But let's start first with the fact that it's an ace and the fact that it's a sword. So, swords is another suit. Swords has to do with your mental thoughts. It's like less emotions because that's cups and more of like mental thoughts. Let's see. Mind, ego, identity, ideals, belief systems, conflicts, and on a larger scale, society. So I guess like think of it of like your mind and the things that kind of like make you, but not necessarily your emotions. The ace is always like an interesting card because the ace always is always the first card in a suit. So it goes like ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Page, knight, queen, king. So this is always the beginning of something, and regardless of the suit, it always represents like the beginning of something new. In this case, it's the beginning of like a new either idea, maybe like a new kind of large scale idea for yourself, or something that you just want to try out, right? Like let's say that you've always been interested maybe in crochet and you're looking for that sign of like, oh, maybe I should try a new like mental endeavor. This is your sign of yes. However, we do have to remember that it was drawn reversed. It was drawn upside down. So let's see what that means. Before we do that, let's go ahead and do a little bit of art analysis. So here we have what looks to be a disembodied hand. It's holding a sword right up center. Behind that sword, it looks like a whole bunch of ropes that have all come together into a gigantic knot. You see in other places on the card, there's places where the ropes are overlapping each other, but eventually they're all kind of terminating here at this knot. Master hand. Yeah, disembodied hand, right? However, it seems like the sword is taking a bit more precedence as it's like over it. The artist could have easily put the sword behind it, but they instead chose to represent the sword itself because this is the suit of swords. I'm pretty sure, like I said, this is talking about the myth of the Gordian knot, which I don't quite remember the figures. Is it Solomon? Or I think it might be Greek. It might actually be Greek. It might be Hercules, where a Gordian knot is basically like a problem that doesn't seem to have a clear solution. And people, like, according to the tale, people were like racking their brains trying to figure out how to untangle this Gordian knot, right? Where I don't remember if it was Hercules or someone else. Oh, Alexander the Great. Thank you. The tale goes that Alexander the Great just took his sword and just cut the Gordian knot, thus untangling it, right? So it's almost like, you know, like a deceptively simple solution for a cheater. No. But it's definitely like, you know, out of the box thinking. Like it's not the expected answer to this problem. But like arguably people say that that is kind of a show of like Alexander the Great's like cleverness. You know, he's thinking out of the box in order to solve this mystery. So that's kind of the same thing here, is that like you're using you just break it. You're just using kind of like the mental acuity, so to say, to like kind of figure out a problem. So let's see what the traditional reading of this card is, both right side up and upside down, and then we'll see what the book has to say about it. Oh wee ho. Let me take a sip of my wawa. So right side up, the Ace of Swords represents that you have met with a gift of our mind, rationality, intellect, a new reality. So it could be a new way of interpreting something in your world. So it could be like a new kind of like flash of inspiration. The sword pierces and extends beyond a crown, which may represent authority. Okay. In this case, it's not a crown. It's the Gordian knot. But your thoughts are kind of like piercing through this problem at hand that no one else can seem to figure out. So right side up, this would imply that like, oh, this is the beginning of something new, like a new way to think about a problem, of like cutting through it directly rather than trying to kind of like disassemble and like going with like what other experts say. You're kind of going your own way. However, if it's reversed, something is blocking this from happening. So it could be, like I said, an absence or an excess. So if we think about an absence, it could be that like maybe right now you're experiencing a lack of a breakthrough. Like you're kind of craving for some kind of like change in your intellect or in how you see the world. You might feel like things are kind of stagnant right now and you need some kind of change. If it's excess, it could feel like there has been some kind of change in how you see the world, but it's a bit overwhelming at the moment, and this isn't the right time for it. You might be feeling like, okay, something new is happening, but this is just not the great time for it. I'm either busy with something else, I'm busy with, I don't know whether it's like school or work, but this is just not the right time for it. In response to it being like in response to it being something like you're feeling overwhelmed at the moment, it could be that like if you prioritize this new way of thinking more, it might actually end up being good for you in the long run. Whereas instead, if it's an absence, if it's like, oh, I need some kind of like change of pace, it might be up to you to like almost physically try to get that change of pace. Like whether it's like going out for a walk or like or just like a change of setting, because this is more of something that this isn't like a proven science. It's just something that's worked for me in the past, is like sometimes you really just need to like literally have a change of space, and that might help kind of like how do I say this? Kind of like reset yourself in a way, in a good way. But let's see what the book has to say. What is this? Ace of Swords. Okay, so yeah, this is the Gordian knot. So the Ace of Swords represents a sudden burst of inspiration, a new solution, a new way of thinking to break through a problem. Slicing through the Gordian knot begins a campaign to conquer new lands. So this is a Greek legend from Turkey. And I think like Outermost Ghost said, that it was Alexander the Great that had solved this problem. So right side up, new projects, truth, assertiveness, creative thinking, clarity. Reverse, it could be lack of communication, misinformation, rigidity, or confusion. For me, the word that is really standing out for that one is rigidity. It could be like maybe instead of being Alexander the Great with the sword, you are one of the quote-unquote experts that is trying to figure out the Gordian knot through conventional means, through like what's tried and true, right? Like, oh, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, why bother using a sword when I could just untangle the knot myself? You know, but you might find that the knot is just more knotted, more tangled than you expect. So in that case, it's more of like, oh, you do have to bring out the sword. So it could be, instead of going through things like the way you've always been going through things, you could be using like a change of pace, a change of environment, or even just a change of mindset. So that's what I'm kind of getting out of this card. So let me know what you think. Let me know if that makes sense for whatever your current situation is, or if it makes no sense at all, that also is fine. That also helps me improve, but let me know. Make sense? Yeah, no problem, no problem. I'm glad. Do let me know if you have any questions though. So with that, let's go ahead and I think I could do one more. I could do Dianorx, and then we'll take another voice break, and then we'll finish off with Mega Bronsons. And like I said, unless someone else really wants a reading. But thank you, Beetle Dove. Thank you. Let's see if the bot is working again. Yo, come on, you gotta right here. But thank you, Beetle Dove, for requesting a reading. There we go. So the bot is working again. We got Beetle Dove. Next is Dia. You're up next, the raccoon. I'm gonna actually change my you. I'm gonna change the music again. Ooh, I wanna listen to Joji. Let's listen to Joji. Alright, let me take a sip of water and then we'll go ahead and go with Tia's. Alright, let's do this. I might need to let's shuffle a little better though, because I feel like my last 3 readings have all been reversed. But you know what? Sometimes that's just how the cards be. How did I end up picking a tarot deck? That's a good question. So I actually have multiple. I actually have a lot of tarot decks. I actually started out with it's funny, my mom has this deck now. She doesn't do tarot, but she likes when I come over and do tarot readings for her. But I started off with like the traditional tarot deck, which is called the Rider-Waite. I'll write it in the chat. That's kind of like Babby's first tarot deck, where like all of like other tarot decks, they generally draw off the imagery and the meanings of the Rider-Waite. So that's how I was learning it at first. I just wanted to get into tarot because it seemed like a cool thing to get into. So I did that one first, and then other people started gifting me tarot decks because they found out I was into it. But I bought this one because I like Vaporwave, and then this one because I love mythology and folklore. So these two felt like really good fits for me, but I also have a couple others if you guys want to see them. I have a small one. This one. And I have one that's very specifically towards like Filipino like spirituality. So this one is called like the Kapwa Tarot. And it's big. Like this is the size of the cards. So it's very much towards like Filipino like spirituality. And it has pretty cool designs too. But this one, because like I got this like kind of at the height of me being a part of like Filipino like clubs and Filipino American like spaces. So this one meant a lot to me. I don't use it as much though. I feel like this one I only want to use it for like special occasions. And this small one is actually like, this one was just purely aesthetics. Because there was something very nostalgic about this. I've never like encountered this this deck before I bought it, but there's something about the style that feels very nostalgic. It feels very like 90s, 80s storybook, right? Like something from elementary school. So the only thing is like to use this one, I feel like I have to be really like acquainted well with the meanings of each card. And at the moment, I feel like I'm still not. Because I still have to, hey! I know, I'll get to yours. I'll get to your reading. Hehe. But yeah, so maybe one of these days I'll use this one, but I have to practice more. But okay, think of a raccoon as you shuffle the cards. Sorry, that was me. No, you're good. You're good. You're fine. I didn't, but funny. It was funny. I want my life into. There, I'm putting that whole chunk upside down. When I'm around, so dancing. Okay, which of these cards screams a raccoon? Something towards the beginning of the deck. Let's actually use the second card. Alright. Reading for Dia. Woo! It's another... Oh, it's the same one that Lambda got. But it's reversed. We were talking about this one earlier when Lambda was getting... when Nyanda was getting her reading. So there's the Nine of Cups. Once again, this is the one that's about the prince that wooed the princess by cross-dressing. But the idea behind this card is that there's all of these cups which could represent kind of creative endeavors or like emotions, because once again cups has to do with emotions, the unconscious, and creative endeavors. Here the cups are being shown like decoratively, and they're all very beautiful, but they're not also like the centerpiece. Like these two are concentrated on each other. They're not really focusing on the cups, but they don't need to, because the cups speak for themselves. So traditionally this represents like creative endeavors that you're so proud of that you want to show off, but also the work kind of speaks for itself. So it's like taking pride in those things. Because overall this is kind of like a very happy card. Buying a skirt right now. I wish I had some raccoon emotes. We need more raccoon tubers out there, right? Cross-dressing infiltration mission time, lads. However, when Nyanda drew it, it was right side up. This one is upside down. So this is kind of the reverse of that. And this one is more so about feeling unfulfilled. Like you might have been already putting in a lot of work, but for some reason it just doesn't feel as fulfilling. Or maybe you're not getting quite the recognition that you expected from it. So there's kind of two sides of it. It's either that you're like working hard but you're not seeing the results, or you have results but you're not getting the recognition. You're not getting the recognition for it. So it could be either one of those, but like I said, traditionally I associate reverse cards with an absence or an excess. So if this is talking about like being proud of the fruits of your labor, actually it does kind of fall into what I said, but if it's an absence, then it's almost like maybe it's that absence of recognition or of praise, or it could be an absence of results. If it's excess, it could be that like, ooh, that's an interesting one. If it's excess, it could be that you are receiving praise or recognition, but now that means that the pressure is on, right? Like now you're getting so much recognition that people are like, okay, cool, so you're gonna do that again, like in greater quality, right? It could be that. So when do I wear the skirt and the tank top? Whenever you want. Whenever you want. That's your recognition right there. That's your recognition. So yeah. We have, so if it's absence, it could be like lack of recognition or a lack of results. If it's an excess, it could be too much recognition where now there's pressure. Or continuing on with the theme of excess, it could be that you put in a lot of work and you are getting results, so why isn't anyone saying anything about it, you know? Notice me, senpai. Whenever you could use some nice breezy clothes. Exactly. So let me know if that makes sense. I know this one is a bit shorter because we already kind of went through this card with Nyanda, but feel free if you want me to let you know a little bit more about the tail as well. But yeah, heightened expectations could be it. It could be, yeah, it could be, because it could be that like, oh, like you're performing really well actually, but now it could be like, uh-oh. Now they're always gonna be my managers or my higher ups or my professors or whoever, they're always going to be expecting that. Dun dun dun. So then what the solution could be is to just like, it could be just an avenue of communication where it's like, hey, just so you know, like I am trying my best to make sure that everything that I deliver to you is at that quality, but just know that sometimes I might need more feedback or I might need more time, you know? Now keep up this beach. Exactly. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts. I do want to take another, both ad break and a voice break, and then we're going to end off with Mega Bronson. But let me know if you have any questions in the meantime. All right? I'm going to take a sip of Wawa. Oh, and the ad starts in 1 minute. So, yeah. Makes sense to you? Cool. All right. So, just in case, I'm going to press next, even though I think you're the end of the queue. But just to make sure that the queue is empty for next time. So, our last reading is going to be for Mega Bronson. No further questions? Thank you. All right, let's take a break. Run away with me to the city. I forgot that. Look at Mr. Pancakes. He's just slowly fading away. And then he returns. Alright, I'm gonna take a break. I'm going to drink some water. And then we'll do a voice break. And then we'll finish off. You're welcome. Alright, we back? Are we back? Welcome back! Alright, before we do our last reading for the day with Mega Bronson, let's continue with a little bit of voice break by doing a little bit more kid pics! Kid pics! Let's see, what else can we do? I wish the one thing that is kind of missing from this, even though I love playing with this art program, is zooming in. I want to be able to zoom in. Though another thing too is that like when I make pixel art, I can do this thing where like I can draw with left click, but erase with right click, but it doesn't let me do that. I think I'm just gonna take like a short break. I'm just gonna play around with some effects here, and then we'll get to it. Let's see. What program is this? This is called KitPix. It's based off of old 90s. I know it's kind of like a weird name, but it's kind of like an art program that was made for kids. If you were looking for me, I also took a bathroom break. Oh, no worries, no worries. I'm just taking an art break right now. But this is actually a website, Beetle Dove. So I'll give you the site. But it's based off a 90s program. And actually, I played this before, but I had to emulate Windows 98 in order to play it. And to be honest, that version has a little bit more effects that you can play around with. But this one has like kind of the same atmosphere of like each tool that you use has funny little like sound effects to it, you know? So let's do this. Ooh, like that, right? And you can also play around with let's see, what does this do? Whoa! You getting water? Yeah, take your time, take your time. What's this one? Wow. Yeah, so not all of the effects are available. Oh, cool. This one. I like this one. The initial release was 1989. Oh my gosh. That was a year before I was born. Reminds me of Flash games from like the old Cartoon Network site. I vaguely remember those. I remember the Lilo and Stitch one, but I think that's more Disney Channel, isn't it? The ones where like you had to build a sandwich, but you were controlling experiment. What was Stitch again? He was, because it was the experiment that was like one number below him. It was like, was it 526? So this one was like 525. You know what? I'm like curious now. Wah. Experiment 526. Was it 526? No, it wasn't. Which one was Stitch? Okay. Number Stitch. Oh, he was 626. So I think 625 is either Angel or the sandwich one. Experiment 625. Yeah, it's the sandwich one. I think Shark Guy always calls him 625, but his like nickname is Ruben. Yeah. Look. See, it's this guy. I love the sandwich guy. Do you guys remember that there was a series? There was a Lilo and Stitch series. I love that one so much. And I remember because it had Angel. It was female Stitch. But there was a whole bunch of like, okay, Stitch TV show. Because the whole thing was like they had to capture the not the anime. Where there was like all of these experiments, and each episode was like a different experiment. Wait, is this no, this is the anime. Oh my god, there's so many. Freaking useless ability, 99%. Oh no, it's a starter pack. Direct clone of Stitch, yeah. Obviously made to sell plushies. There are some funny ones. Ruben is a good name for him. Yeah, I like that one. Where they had to place all their homies. Oh yeah, that's right. It was like a new experiment would come out. And, Pinterest. Nah, nothing against Pinterest. And like by the end of the episode, it's like, oh, you're really good at making people fall asleep, so we could put you at the old folks' home, or you know, something like that. They all had like these really adorable designs too. What would be in a bingo starter pack? I thought about this. No, I think I thought about a bingo card because I'm so familiar with like the random bingo card. I feel like my starter pack or bingo card would be like talks about well, I don't talk about Hieronymus Bosch that much, but is there a place to stream it? I actually don't know. But my starter pack slash bingo card would be talks about a famous artist or me crying, me using the crying emote. Like this one for some reason, right? It'd be like because you guys are throwing things, because you guys are eating the cars. Oh, another starter pack would be the hey! Why? See? There's that. There's something going wrong with the school is another starter pack or bingo card. Like, wait. Like, the pipes are broken again. You guys are just gonna have to swim, you know? Reference to, like, the school being dilapidated in some way. Like that. Yeah, exactly like that. What else? What else is in a Binka starter pack? Brother, I am drowning. I think another one would be me, like, listening to music, and it's meant to be background music, but then I'm like, oh my god, I love this song, and then I start singing it. Where I'm, like, supposed to be, like, doing, like, a tarot reading, and I'm like, oh, I like this song. Gimme love. Gimme love. I don't know what else would be in a starter pack. Me showing, or I feel like me getting distracted is also just like another bingo card thing. Like Binka is distracted from something. Brother, I'm drowning. Let's see. Yeah, let's end it off, shall we? Let's do a reading for Mega Bronson. But yeah, that could be a fun challenge for you guys. Think of some stuff for a bingo card or a starter pack. Jump. Okay. So, Mega Bronson. We're back here again. We are doing another tarot reading. Talks about Digimon. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Like that meme that you made. Where it's like a regular conversation. And I just happened to like, that's actually why I really like that Digimon is just the voice of a generation. As an educator said ironically, or any like, well, actually moment. Actually, that's not how it works. Actually, random chimps aren't monkeys. They're apes. You could tell because apes and monkeys, they're different because monkeys have tails. Egyptology. Yeah, exactly. Actually, contrary to popular belief, you're wrong. I'm the expert here. Or any kind of like, well, I'm actually not the expert, so you let me know where I'm wrong. Well, actually, scarabs eat poop. That's a good one. Just me an hour ago. Like, actually, scarabs eat poop. You're wrong. Oh my god. Miku is not an AI. I know, just like, actually. Like, I turned my emote to angry. I'm like, actually, Miku is not an AI. She's a vocal synth, and she's amazing. And I will not get out of my classroom. Get out of my classroom. Just get all aggro. Gimme love. She created Minecraft. Did you know that Hajime Miku? She created Minecraft. She's real to me. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is for Mega Bronson. Let's see if it's a reverse card because I've been drawing so many reverse cards. I'm sorry. It's not reversed. All right, Knight of Swords. Did you draw this one before? It feels very familiar. Yeah, I was literally just singing the song. Right? Okay. So this is the Knight of Swords, and once again, it's a court card. So this could be referring to an aspect of yourself, or it could be referring to someone in your life. And even though knights are typically they're typically associated with like masculine figures, it doesn't have to be a masculine figure. It could just be anyone in your life, really. Miku is not an AI. Miku is real. Exactly. So let's see what we have so far. So Knight of Swords. Swords have to do with, once again, your mental acuity, if I'm using that word right. Your ideas, your politics, kind of whatever makes you you aside from your emotions. It could be a lesbian paladin. Exactly. And knights, like I said, are a court card, but typically, so there's one court card called the Page that's typically associated with like beginnings, but not in the same way of aces. And knights are typically associated with like movement, as in like you're not a beginner anymore, you're already kind of like taking your stride. So putting that together, this is a figure that is not quite the master of all of their thoughts and their politics and their identity, but they're moving, you know, they're schmoving like towards a certain direction. So it could mean that like if it wasn't a court card, it would kind of resemble that you're kind of moving with a lot of either like mental, how do I say this? All of your ideas. Wait, sorry. I'm going to look at my cheat sheet for this. Mind, ego, society. So it could be like someone. Give me a second here. Someone that has kind of an initial handle of their ego and their thoughts and their identity. It's not like crystallized, it's not finalized, but they're moving with it. They're like somewhat confident in what their identity is. But they could be moving towards like a new perception of that identity. Let's see what this says here. So mind, ego. Oh yeah, I don't have the court cards yet in my cheat sheet. So we're gonna have to default to the booklet. Now actually, let's do a little bit more analysis. Let's analyze a little bit more. So we have a figure on horseback. It looks like they could be masculine, and their style kind of reminds me of Southeast Asia, especially because they're holding a sword that is kind of curved. It's very like curvy in a way. And then the garb reminds me of either of Mongolia, like Central Asia, or Southeast Asia. And they're schmoving. I'm kind of looking at the imagery of like, they're even moving at a diagonal. And if you remember when we were talking about like learning about art analysis, where we talked about lines, diagonal lines typically represent things that could be dangerous, but also very dynamic. So they're going at like a fast pace towards something, towards maybe a goal. Maybe like a mental goal, maybe like an ideological goal, political goal, or even just like a personal goal, really. So you might be moving towards a goal at the moment. They're schmoving, exactly, Dia. They're moving like I am. But let's see what the book has to say. Here we go, the Knight of Swords. This is, oh my god. The reason why I say this is because of the, you know the meme, the Hok Tua? Well, this is Hong Tua. For the record, I also like think that the meme is very overplayed by now, but that's just funny. It's Hong Tua. This is from Malaysia, and this is Malaysian legend. The Knight of Swords is a strong and assertive warrior. Hong Tua, an intelligent soldier, is unafraid of leaping into battle and employing unconventional techniques to win. He is rebellious, loyal, and a fierce champion. So upright, this is intellect, bravery, confidence, being action-oriented. But reversed, it's rudeness, bullying, inferiority complex, and passivity. Hong Tua. Yeah, it's Hong Tua. Dang, if that's an actual, like, you know, that might be like, or that probably is like an actual Malaysian like name and figure. So when Hak Tua became like, you know, Hak Tua, like when it became a meme where Malaysians just like, bro, shut up, you know? But yeah, so basically this reminds me of another card that has to do with like high velocity, like high movement. But it seems to all be positive things. So you let me know, Mega Bronson, if this is kind of like speaking to you, if it feels like this could be an aspect of yourself, or if it could be like someone else that you're observing that like demonstrates a lot of intellect, bravery, confidence. I think the big thing for me that is standing out is being action oriented. This means that you're not like, or this figure isn't necessarily stuck in their emotions, or they're not like stuck at any crossroads. They're not stuck in any way of like oh, I'm being indecisive, or I have a lot of anxiety at the moment. This person, even if they do have some kind of problem, they're moving towards it with action rather than deliberation. And what that means is, I think of people that like in the event of an emergency, you can kind of see people's kind of natural like reactions. What I mean is, like, if you get into a car accident, are you the type of person that'll be like, oh, crap, and then just kind of like be frozen? Or are you the kind of person that is like, okay, I got to get out of the car. I got to call the cops. I got to make sure that everyone knows that I'm okay. And the reason I think about this is because I saw this video on Twitter where I think it was two girls. They were both in a car, and not girls, but women. And I think one of them got hit by the car, but not enough for them to like flip over, right? It was just enough to shake them. And while the driver was kind of just like panicking, the passenger was just like, okay, we gotta call the cops. We gotta get out of the car right now. We have to make sure that everything is okay with the car. We have to make sure that everything is okay with us. You know what I mean? Like, she just kind of like jumped right into the action. They called her. I don't know if they did. Might be a different post. Yeah, we need to ask the Malay Randonites. Yeah, I think so. So, but the thing with that is that sometimes it's just like people's natural like reactions to danger. But I do also believe that it's something that can be developed, because I do imagine myself, like, even though I do, you know, I myself am a very anxious person that tends to deliberate and delay certain actions. In the event of like a snap emergency, like something like that, I do tend to be like, okay, what do we do right now? Like, or it doesn't even have to be a big emergency. It could be like, accidentally spill water on my desk. It actually happened during a meeting, by the way. I was in a meeting, but it was one of those meetings where I didn't really have to pay attention. Like, I wasn't really talking. I was just kind of observing. And I had like Thai tea on the desk, and I accidentally knocked it over. And instead of like, I was fully tempted to go on the mic and be like, sorry everyone, I have to mute and like go off camera to clean up this Thai tea that I spilled on my desk. Instead, I just immediately like grabbed my mouse and like click, like mute, turn off camera, grabbed all the paper towels and just like put it right here. And then like turned my camera back on and just like kept on nodding as if I was paying attention the whole time. So let's see. Oh no, Dia. So yeah, that word is the auto mod caught you. Unfortunately, I can't let it go. But I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant, because yeah, that word is also like a not a good word. I knew what you meant though. I knew that you meant no harm. I was thinking of the last reading you gave me about a femme presenting person that's motivating me. Ah, nice. No problem. God, the witch hat is so funny on my emotes. But yeah, where was I getting into this? Yeah, just being like action oriented. And it's not necessarily to like pat myself on the back, but it's more so saying that like it is possible to kind of like become more action oriented rather than getting stuck in your feelings. So, like I said, this could be someone that you already know that exhibits all of these factors, or it could be that you want to improve on that aspect in yourself of like, oh, maybe I do want to be more action oriented rather than just like jumping into things, right? I'm wondering where this is pointing me though. Okay. That's a good direction to take this in. So it could be saying that like this person, if you're imagining a person that exhibits all of these traits, you might be trying like, oh, how can I emulate them, right? Which could or could not be the move. It could be like do you want to emulate the fact that they're action oriented? I forgot the traits. It's basically someone that is quick to kind of like go into action rather than deliberating into their thoughts. Rather than someone that's just like, okay, let's hold on and think about this. They're like, no, we got to jump right into it, which could be a negative or which could be like a positive or a negative thing. Because sometimes you do need to deliberate on things before you jump into action. But sometimes, like I said, in an emergency, you also do want that person that's like, okay, what are we going to do? We're going to call 911. We're going to do this. We're going to do A, B, C, and X, Y, Z. So sometimes you want that. So I think that is kind of where the crossroads is. Like, if you're imagining a person, you might be thinking like, do I actually want to emulate them? Do I want to emulate the fact that they are action oriented? Or do I want to go my own way and go more so like in the way of deliberating and thinking about things? Basically, Omena during Amogus. I don't remember if I caught that, but I do remember people saying that because she has like kind of like the mom voice and mom authority, people were like more likely to trust her more. So yeah, like for Matthew, like this could represent someone like Omena, who is like they're ready to get all in there. It's incredible, yeah. She shuts everyone down. Yeah, so that could be Omena for you guys. Like she has the authority. So maybe that word can also help you, Mega Bronson. Like you might be thinking of someone that has authority to do these things, and you might be wondering like, should I be emulating them or should I be going my own way? I haven't even dared to write anything in her chat after that one time. Wait, what happened? What do you mean that one time? What happened? A glimpse of us. I did it again. I did another like, I love this song. Sings it. Maybe pull a context. I'm thinking of someone, she doesn't have much authority, but she's been talking to me about getting over some of my fears and anxiety. Ah, interesting. So that seems like, just from what you said, it seems like a positive, right? To get over your fears and anxiety. That's typically a good thing. Because that goes into the whole thing of like being too much in your thoughts. Because as someone that also has like a lot of anxiety about things that prevents me from like sending an email, like, it is a good thing to get over that, right? But you know, that could be sparking more anxiety. Is that, I don't know, that's kind of what I'm getting out of it, is that like just the idea of getting over your fears and anxieties could spark a little bit more, because it's almost like if you think of it not from like existential anxiety, but let's say like a fear of spiders. One way that people tend to get over their fears is through what's it called, where it's like exposure therapy, where it's like, oh, you're scared of spiders, let's expose you to more spiders. So it could be that in a way of like whatever it is that you are fearing or are anxious over, it could be that you are sparking a new anxiety out of like that exposure therapy of like, oh, you're anxious about making people angry, and and then let's get more people angry at you. Whereas like realistically that might not be what you use to get rid of your anxiety, you know. I told her I was gonna dunk my Orby in milk. Then throw it at the wall, and she said, "Dear Nork, do not." Oh no! You're scared of bears? Go watch Binka. You're scared of bears? Yeah, go watch Binka. You could do this. You could just throw things at her, and she won't do anything about it. Not the emails. I need to expose myself to more car crashes. No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. If it's a fear of driving, I feel you there, brother. No, I guess if it is something about like if you were involved in a car accident and like there is a fear of like getting back to the road or experiencing that again, then it would be good, instead of exposure to more car crashes, I'm pretty sure it would more so be just like more exposure to safe driving, to show that like, oh look, you see, like crashes as common as they happen are not the norm, you know? General car anxiety. Yep. I do. That's why I still ride the bus. And you know what? That's interesting because this figure is on a horse, which is a mode of transportation, right? So this could be imagining yourself. That's right. In this fit, you are going to be in this fit. But instead of on a horse, you're in your car, you know? You're scared of people being angry? You make a Twitter account. It's funny because I do sometimes have anxiety about like, because I talk to a lot of teachers for my job. I'm always scared that like I'm gonna send them an email that's gonna make them angry. But the thing is, I have sent them emails that made them angry, and it's stuff like, oh, we have to reschedule something, and they'll get angry. But instead of being scared, I'll be like, well then that's kind of your fault for not telling me that there's an earthquake drill on the day that your thing is scheduled. So it became less of a fear and more of like a like an annoyance. Of like, usually when people are mad at me, it's their own fault. It's a skill issue. Alright, looking up Malaysian traditional fits. Bro about to ride up to work on a horse. Haunts. Exactly. You know what, Mega Bronson? If you have anxiety about driving a car, get a horse. Easy. Mega Bronson, why is there a horse in your cubicle? I had a tarot reading about cars from a bear. And then you'll be like, all right, I need a tarot reading about a new career. Because my coworkers think I'm crazy. Are you on drugs? Exactly. So yeah, if anything, if all of my yapping wasn't making sense, then like the best you can kind of go with is imagine yourself in this. I actually do need a career reading. It might have to wait until next time because I'm getting pretty out of energy. I think I'm ready for lunch. I'm about to have a meeting with HR. Bing could give me a tarot reading. It's like I'm trying to think of like what's the worst card that I can draw for that. It's like a never before seen. Oh, hello, Pocket Cat. Hello. Imagine it's like a card I've never seen before, and it's like someone getting fired. Oh, there's fire in this one. Oh no. A tarot reading about taking ibuprofen in the parking lot of a local Waffle House. That's your like that's your I'm not sure what kind of tarot that would be. Do we need a Waffle House? Like a Waffle House parking lot tarot deck where everything just takes place in the parking lot of a Waffle House? Oh man, I could make it, guys. I can make lots of money out of that. Hello, Pocket Cat. You reached us kind of at the tail end of our tarot stream, but we're just yapping. We're just yapping. Can our mosh pits be at the Waffle House? It can. Oh my gosh, should that be a new scene? Should I make a Waffle House scene? Where it's like, okay kids, we're gonna go on a field trip to the Waffle House, but specifically the parking lot. So we have another PE activity where you guys fight each other. And it teaches teamwork and perseverance. Alright kids, remember, rule number 1 of Binka's Waffle House Club is to not talk about Binka's Waffle House Club. Waffle House represents conflict. Oh my gosh. You guys are learning. One day I'll go to the Waffle House. Can I get a waffle? Can I get a waffle? That's like one of my favorite vines is the like, can I get a waffle? And it's like two people very obviously fighting in the back of the Waffle House. Tekken won't do it, those cowards. Harada like was interested. He was like, can someone explain to me why everyone is recommending me the Waffle House? Yeah, he had to ask Dia. Yeah. Whew, all right. I think my voice has reached its limit. So we shall do this again. But I think I am gonna take that idea of maybe making the tarot card a redeem, but maybe not like a super expensive one. So that way during maybe like a just chatting stream or something, then you guys can like activate it. So you won't have to wait another month for another tarot stream. So we'll see. Thank you for the stream. Yeah. Because my voice is pretty shot, is it okay if we don't if we don't mosh? Or tell you what, maybe here. I'll play something on Spotify. Well, we'll play something on Spotify. Just so I can also look for someone to raid into. You guys like Hololive? You guys like the rat from Hololive? Hako's Bells? And put the volume up. Yeah, I like the song of hers. I love her and I love this song. So yeah, while I look for someone to raid into, it's kind of like a pseudo mosh. Here, you guys can mosh in... Oh no, if I go to recess, you can't hear the music anymore. Alright, I'm looking for someone to raid into. But you guys can mosh, you guys can spam some emotes. Here, I'll even give you this. Twerk sadly. Who are we raiding into? There's Saku, there's Ocean X, there's Vitehite, Siri, A Cup is a Cat. Oh, Tearberry, that's another one. You guys want to see a sexy sphinx? There's a belly dancing VTuber named Siri. I've never interacted with her, but you know, she's Egypt themed, so I started following her. Since you pulled the Two of Swords off the top, I'm using it as a context pull. Oh, dang. You can. Here, I won't be able to like read it, but here, you can at least look at it. Are we telling her about scarabs? No! No, don't, because she's really hot. I think she also has like a huge audience, so I don't know. It's like one of those like kind of so hot that I panic, you know? It's like when when I try to like place an order at this actually happened to me. I was trying to like place an order at like a Mexican spot, and I like had it rehearsed in my head that I was gonna get the nachos, and then when it was my turn, the waitress was like, "What can I get for you, sweetie?" And I panicked. I panicked and I forgot my order. Hot people talk about what? No. No. Thank you, Acer Bandit. Oh no, she's hot. Yeah, she called me sweetie, and I panicked. I was like, oh no. Okay, everyone, let's go ahead and we're gonna raid into Siri VT. She is a cute sphinx. I don't know what she's watching right now, actually, but we're just gonna raid. We're gonna raid into her. What do you mean by sweetie? What are we? Alright, thanks for stopping by, though. Thanks. Hello, Justin, for a drive. Thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and raid Siri VT. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, and as always, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye-bye.